Okay, we're back. We're gonna watch some more Italian league. We got Itas Trentino playing against Yuasa Battery Grottazzolini, whatever. I don't know. Videx is whatever their thing is here, but they got some pretty good guys. I don't know them by name. I don't know if they play for certain national teams. I assume Pekovic plays for some national team of some sort, probably the right side. But of course, we got Micheletto and Lavia and a bunch of Italian national team guys. So let's watch. Right after that, start with a spin serve from their outside. Looks like their second outside. And it gets returned with a middle ball. Chopping short. And I think this is the Pet yeah, this is the this is the Petkovic guy. I'm assuming he's from Slovenia or something like that. Probably some guy on the national team, but if you watch some of their games, this Videx team, they're a very good team. And I mean, they take Itas Trentino to five here, and Itas Trentino's been doing some really cool stuff in the Italian league, so pretty impressive. This guy right here playing Rychlicki on the right side for Itas Trentino, this guy that tips the ball and gets it right here. Not sure who he is, but he's played in the past two games that I've seen, I think, over Gabby Garcia. So he's doing well. He's a really big human being. I mean, he can take swings like this. It's a good angle. Hmm. Going against the triple block. He's going against the triple block here. Ball's inside, kind of tighter. He just swings towards the six. This is going to get blocked 90 times out of 100. Like yeah, it's a very low percentage swing if you're doing that. Okay, so I noticed something. I was watching a different game earlier, and when you're going like this, when it's like, okay, you're kind of trying to trick this team that it's like the overlapping routes or whatever. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but hopefully you do. On the first time you do it, you want to go over the top because right now when this setter like scrunches down like he's going to go to the middle, the first instinct is to bite on the middle. See both of these guys bite on the middle. So go over the top the first time. And then the second time, the next time you get that opportunity to like go down and do overlapping routes like that, then you hit the middle because the next time they're going to wait. So on the first time, go over the top because they'll be biting on the middle. They don't want to get beat with that quick one. On the second time, you can go to the middle because they'll be waiting. I mean, I've seen this is just that's happened twice in the games that I've seen today, but try it out. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just my assumption. We'll see. Big serve from Rychlicki here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Who knows? Oh wow. Okay. Mickey Leo. He's a very big dude, super lanky. Look at how far he gets his arms over the net here. And he presses completely over. His armpits are over the net. Complete finishes over top of the ball. Really nice block. It's a tough one. This is a good serve, but it's not a serve that should really get an ace from anyone. But if you serve the seams consistently, that's going to force the teams to communicate well and make good moves. If it's right in people's laps at a higher level, you're gonna like it's gonna be easy no matter how hard you serve. This is a nice tip here. I really like this. I don't know who this guy is, but I like this tip here. Todorov. I don't know who he is. I like it a lot though. Yawns, he doesn't know me. Out of bounds. Okay. 15. Looks like he's the setter. Not sure. Oh no, he's probably a serving sub here. He gets dimed, and then this is a nice one here. I like this. Just quick. It's a quick play, and he continues to go quick because that middle thought that he was going to set the middle there. Really nice. See, this is so much more popular these days. Is like when they're in the first rotation where the setter had just served, they have this outside, this front row, do that, and they have the right side swing go over there. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if the percentages on how much it works really change much, but who knows? Who knows? Hmm. If it's right for the guys that you have on your team, then do it all day, you know? But like for a team like Itas Trentino over there, what's the point in them ever doing that? You know, like there wouldn't be a point because Micheloto's a lefty. You know, it's easy for him to hit on the right side. You know, there's no point. So, you know, that's a pretty good serve from Spertoli there. The setter for Itas Trentino, just making sure y'all know. I would think Rychlicki could maybe close this block a bit better, but again, this guy swings to the six against the triple block. Even if that triple block's not perfect, if you're swinging to the six, it's just not a good idea. Ball's inside. See, that right there is better. This right here, obviously it's not perfect. He's obviously not hitting it at his full power or anything. He's tipping it to a decent spot, making someone run, making someone do something difficult. And now it's just two options. There's no Bic, there's no middle. You know, you gotta play the odds. You can't always take the risks. Not bad. I like this block move here. Like really good choice to dive cross. This can be dug. That middle, if he stays, or sorry, that libero, if he stays on his toes and stays ready to move, he can get that all day. Deep cross swing. The libero stays wide. He doesn't crash it. Hmm. Good. He doesn't crash into the court too much on defense. Like he stays disciplined. Very nice there. Nice. That's an unlucky one. You know, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't be mad at myself after I get blocked like that. It's just kind of unlucky. See exactly. This is kind of what I was talking about, but that guy waited and they scored off of it again. So it's good stuff. That could probably be Doug. Right clicky. I think is this right? No, this is Lavia here. Okay, never mind. Lavia going back to serve. Big spin and not a great pass. Wow, deep swing. It's a really nice dig. That's a really nice read. Let's see in the sixth spot like why he went over there. Hmm. Not sure. Maybe that's just where he kind of releases naturally, which is probably a good thing in the six if you're just like, okay, I'm not really sure what to do. Go to the deep corner. Yeah. So obviously these guys are leaving a lot of line for him for right clicky, which makes sense. He's taking his approach from outside the court and he's a righty, so he kind of has to do a lot of extra stuff to swing hard line. So it's probably a very smart thing to do is to block him cross. Really smart here. Off the hands, the smallest blocker, off the hands into space that nobody's occupying. Very good there. Very smart. Over the top, that middle kind of bites just a little bit, just takes in a little nibble, you know? It's good stuff. Yeah, and I think it's super important for setters to mix up the routes that they're sending their middles on as well, because then you're forcing that middle to think way more, that middle that's blocking, you're forcing them to think way more than they would want to, honestly. Like it makes them a little bit more uncomfortable, so to speak. Get on that pipe. Up here. I mean, this libero covers a lot of space here, but he tries to go with the right hand, doesn't get there enough. Tough one. Floater, out of system. Yeah, on this one, I don't know if I agree with him leaving that much line there, but it could just be a little bit unlucky. Gabby Garcia into serve spec gets one. He was like one of the best servers in the NCAA when he was back at BYU, but I don't know the exact stats or anything like that. He might have been the best. He might have been top five. He might have been top 10. All I know is he was a very good server back then. And he's still a good server. Just he was very dominant in the NCAA with his serve. This is a tough one. This set, I would say this set needs to be better by this libero. You know, he's stepping in and he sets it around the 3 meter line. And that's just not ideal. Not ideal at all. You're trying to win a very high level game, like say it's a championship game or something. Every single out of system set you want it to be good. Like every single play you need. If you're playing against someone that is at your level, you need every single play that you can get. This libero or this right side slash setter, whatever you want to say, he's just completely selling out to one way. And that's not a bad idea. It's just a good choice by that right clicky that right side there. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Okay, it's either going to the right side or the outside. Every single blocker here hits a split step. So watch all their feet. Okay, every single one of them hits a split step. Okay, so if you watch Jeff Jendrick on Instagram, every single one of these guys is making a split step. Okay, every single person at this level needs to understand how to make a block move like a middle. Okay, because every single like there's going to be a ton of different types of plays, and there's going to be a lot of plays where you need to be able to make a triple block move on both ways. And obviously that one didn't work out because Michieletto didn't close the block well enough, but back to it, like every it's a volleyball, you're a volleyball player, not a specific position. Like just because you're an outside doesn't mean you can't learn how to close a block. And if just because you're a middle doesn't mean you can't learn how to step in and set a high ball, you know? Like you're a volleyball player, not a specific position. Ooh, I like this. This is very impressive. Okay, he's setting from the 10-foot line, maybe a little even further, and he throws it very far in front of this hitter. Okay. He leads him a ton. You can't really tell from this angle, but he has to put it in front of this guy. Okay. If you're trying to set it and throw it in to someone that when you're like kind of off the net, you have to make sure it's in front of them, or else they can't hit it with any sort of power. They just have to keep it alive, and that's not going to work most of the time. Wow, what a dig. Look at this defensive play. Bang. See, right click, like obviously that almost works out because it's Michieletto taking the swing and he's just a beast, you know, and he's going OT on people, whatever. But Rychlicki, if he can put up a better ball, then it helps the flow of your guys's on your guys's side, you know. Whoa, hits the antenna. That's a tough swing. Yeesh. Wow, this is so now what these guys are doing is they're having this guy pass out here and having this right side run the entire way. So I mean, if I see this as a blocker, I'm pretty much cheating completely, helping on the middle a ton because they're like it's a very low percentage chance that they're going to set that right side that's having to run across the entire court. You know, he doesn't have an approach. Yeah, I'm gonna sell out and help with the middle a lot. Maybe even completely shift over, take the middle myself, and then have the other two guys take the outside by themselves. So who knows? Depends on what team you're playing though too. Hmm. I just want to warn you guys, watch Lavia's hands right here as he's blocking. As he's going up, he's doing this, but then because he's like trying to take away space so early on his left, he's not pressing forward enough. Like I feel like he probably could have gotten this block if he would have pressed forward earlier. Like press over the net. It's way more important to press over the net than it is to go certain angles. You know, it's geometry too. Like if you think of a triangle, yeah, I'm not gonna try and explain that right now, but yeah, it's a whole thing. Pressing over the net takes up way more space um than like trying to go completely horizontal with your arms. And good serve. Ooh, it's a really good block move by Mickey Little here. He really goes early here and then kind of has to wait a little bit, but he can get away with it. If I'm being honest, he can get away with it. See, that's a much better out of system set, you know. That one's very disciplined swing by him, making sure he's above the hands and only getting the fingers, you know. It's very nice there. This guy, this middle, the guy that served, I really like him. He's a good player. Like you can tell he goes very hard when he plays. Very cool to watch. Like even on defense, look at him. He's a middle, but he still is trying to play defense, you know? Mickey Leto does that over the top of the setter. That'll happen. I think he even looked at Mickey Leto like, what do you expect? What do you expect me to do? Yeah, that'll happen. And if you're Itas Trentino and you're playing against I'm just gonna assume that this guy's maybe 6 foot, 6'2", maybe. Not very big. If you're playing against him, run the mismatch all day. Go over the top of him every single time. And it doesn't even have to be a crazy tempo. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Go over the top of him. Michieletto can touch 12 feet very easily. So, I mean, look at that. Bang. Big old serve. Barrow steps in. Let's see if that's it's an okay set. But again, you gotta make sure it's tighter. I mean, in my opinion, there's no point in him taking this with his platform. He's behind the 10-foot line. Get your hands on it, put it something better. But I don't know. Not sure what this guy practices, not sure what he works on. Maybe all he works on is platform setting. I don't know. But that set needs to be better. Let's just be honest. Middle? No. Right side? Bang. Hello. Rychlicki, being big. That line swing when you're a back row right side. High percentage, man. Very high percentage. It's good stuff. Hmm. This is a very interesting one. I think it went off his hands though. Hmm. Good pass. Beautiful pass, man. Sorry, I just want to look at that again. Hmm. Again, I mean he's bringing it down into the setter. Honestly, the setter is making a pretty decent block move for how small he is, but he's still a mismatch. There's still a mismatch against him every time. It's just what it is. Right click, he being big, trying to go over the top of people. I think he was probably aiming for hands. He missed it. That's a really big serve. When you're like the underdog, which I'm saying right now, beat X is the underdogs to Itas Trentino. Having big serves like this, you gotta go in with the mindset of just bombing away. Did he get that again? Okay, he missed it. Lavia, this is a serve because I mean, even big teams who are expected to beat you, they'll get out of rhythm if you're bombing serves. Go back, serve confidently. Yeah, this is something that Michieletto is like good at and he should do all the time because it's either he swings high and over the top of you and you continue to reach high because like that's the only chance that you can even touch any of the balls. And then if you keep reaching high, he just goes under you, puts it down, easy money. Really nice high line, close by the block there. And look at how he finishes his left hand into the court. The angle that it went into the court. Beautiful there. That's for the second set. Beautiful. Right side line, no. Setter freaked out a bit. That's why you got to stay loose. Stay loose when you're playing defense. Because this guy went real frigid, real rigid. Sorry, and it didn't work out. You, that was a big old block. I'm not even gonna lie. Put it in the high. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what happens. Nice. I love it when middles jump in front of people and try and block people's vision. Look at his hands here. Look how he dives cross. Okay. Very high level thing to do. A lot of like I'm fine with him just pressing forward, but if he sees something or if he really thinks like, okay, if I just go normal, this guy's gonna go outside of me. Like I know he has that range, whatever. Feel free. You just have to know who you're playing against and if it's common for that dude just to swing away and just swing straight into your block, or if it's more common for him to try and go outside the block and go very sharp cross. Just got to know your opponent. If you don't know your opponent, like let's say you just didn't watch film on somebody, and you're like, ah, shoot, I have a game tomorrow, didn't get a chance to watch film on him. Play basic, and then try and learn from that, but not just off of one play. If a dude swings line on you one single time, that doesn't mean he's going to swing line every single time. Okay. You kind of, if you don't watch film, you kind of have to adjust very slowly to what they're doing. Hmm. Pavia tried to go all the way over to hit a D. Very interesting there. Nope. Big old serve from my guy, number 6 from VDEX. Ooh, beautiful run here. This is a very nice one. Like there's no point in him going in front of the setter here. This is where the free space is. Send him into it. It's a good dig. That shit will happen. That stuff will happen. Oops. Gosh darn it. Again, wow. Nice turn down the line. This is a big swing from the pipe. If you're hitting a lot of pipes, you got to learn how to take to the one because that's, in my opinion, the most high percentage swing from the pipe because right sides and setters don't play as good of defense as a libero would. Let's be honest. Also, if you're swinging 6, you're going to get blocked most of the time if anybody's up. And I think it's very common because also you'll always know that you have a front row outside with you. So that right side blocker is usually going to leave and go towards that outside. So it's a lot less common for that person to stay and block with you. So you're probably going to have that space open a lot. That's a pretty decent reverse float there. Good swing though. Good patience. Watch him wait. Watch this approach here. Watch him wait. He's seeing it and then goes and then tries to speed up and go. Not perfect, but he waited because the play got messed up a little bit. Like he didn't see what he was wanting, like what he was expecting. Waited a bit, then went fast. Waited and then accelerated. Great dig. Did he get him? I don't know if he got him or what. Yeah, he missed him. Tough, tough, tough. Spertoli with this serve. Spertoli is the backup setter for Italy. If you guys don't know that, very good setter. Pretty experienced dude. I think he's been setting for Italy for a while now. But I mean, probably since Gianelli came on the scene, he's been the backup guy. But he comes in, say they do a double sub or something like that, who knows? Uh-oh. They didn't call that over. Wow. That surprises me. I'm not gonna lie. A little choppy there. Oof. This is right here an example of why I don't want people dropping their hands if they're on my team. There's just no point. Just make the right block move and you're usually fine. Obviously, if someone's aiming upward, yeah, okay, but good by him here. Good awareness, not being a baby, not being a scaredy cat, going up and swinging because why not, man? Why not be aggressive? If you're honestly, if you're just any sort of volleyball player, you need to just be able to stand there, step close, jump, and hit the ball from wherever it's coming from. Every single player, setters, even liberos, honestly, like if they're back row and that's their only option, gotta do what you gotta do, man. But setters, anyone that plays front row, it's even more important, obviously. That might be a carry, but oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Ooh. That's tough. That's a weird one. You can't really complain too much about it when you're in that backward reverse flow. It's a misconnection on the reverse flow, but let's see. Obviously, this ball is inside. Okay. This ball dies inside, not exactly where this guy wants it. But look, he doesn't make an adjustment on this step. And then he tries to adjust by jumping from here over to the left, over to here. And like he's not going to be able to get any power or control on that if he's jumping sideways. So he needs to adjust from that left foot. Like look at this. This is a better example. He from this step, he goes to the ball and then jumps. Boom. Much better. Wow, he's high. He's up there. Who's this guy? Gualberto F. I don't know. I think is he Italian? Seems Brazilian. He reminds me of a Brazilian middle, especially with those leg sleeves too. No idea. I'm not sure. Big old angle. Big old angle. Ooh. If you're playing against an undersized setter, go cross and go sharp cross a lot because it's really hard for a smaller blocker to take that away from you. If the bigger blocker, you have to just be good because they can take a lot more space away from you. But smaller setters, they can't take as much cross, or else they have to leave a bunch of line, and then you'll notice that, and then you can start swinging line, bombing line. There, boom, all day. Wow, holy crap, what a dig! Look at that, no fear, no fear. Pops it up, keeps the ball alive. Let's see if it pays off. Nope, that's tough. Doesn't always pay off, but it's still worth it to get those up. Oh, why is this middle guessing? Why is he guessing here? Like, he's going to have time to go close that block over there. There's no point in guessing. Do not guess. Hit a split step. Close the block. That's all. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. And that's an ace, right? Oh, no. He kept it in. Never mind. He didn't. I don't know if that's an ace in the stat sheet, but it should be an ace. Should be considered one. Ooh. This guy approaches so hard here, but I think he just was too tight to the net here. Look at where he jumps from. He doesn't have enough space to the net, and then doesn't have enough space to get the ball over the net, I guess. Yeah, that's a tough one. Really slings it out of his hands here, and yeah, good close by the middle. Let's see that move. See, that's the split step move, and then a one-legged move because that's the only way he can close on time. Very nice, very nice. Much better, buddy. I'm proud of him. He's got a cool beard. Big guy with the beard. Oh, good way to track the ball a bit. Very nice. See, this is a pretty decent set, but it's a very good job by Lavia to keep the ball in front of him so that he can be jumping forward with momentum instead of jumping straight up and losing momentum. You got to add momentum with your approach. Don't lose it. Both pins, both pin blockers release here. It's a one-on-one, but wow. Michieletto didn't swing with enough range there. He got blocked. He got hooded. Yeah, that'll happen. Fourth set, short. Gotta kind of go here. This is a spot. This is a play where it's really important to communicate because this setter is rushing over there. He doesn't know if he doesn't know what tempo that guy wants. If he doesn't know if he wants it high or if he wants it tempo still, there could be massive miscommunication, and you could lose the point automatically pretty much from there. From this swing, I like this swing a lot because it doesn't even seem like he's aiming anywhere near the court. He's just swinging off the hands, completely aiming to tool this guy. Really like that. He's in a tough position. If you want to score off of the tough position, use the block. If the block's taking away all the space, then use the block and hit it off the block out of bounds. Like intentionally, like very intentionally aim outside the court, blast, blast away. But you gotta hit it hard too. And you gotta show that late if you can too. This is the mismatch I'm talking about. Attack this mismatch all day. If the double block against the mismatch, try and go over the top down the line. If it's one-on-one against the mismatch, go sharp cross. Over the top. Ooh, did he get him? Did he get it? I think he got it. I think he's chilling. Yeah, it's in bounds. Serve from Rychlicki here. Out of bounds. He's got a cool mullet though. Got some cool hair. Ooh, out of bounds. Rychlicki kind of struggling here. Missed serve, then missed that. And he's getting another opportunity here, but it's a real hard one. He at least keeps it alive. Oh, oh, oh. I like this. Really cool by Lavia just to go get to open space so he can take a swing. And he gets a fractured block because it's unexpected. Like this a lot. Good for him, man. Good for him with that transition. See, Lavia, Lavia plays for national teams, or he plays for the national team for Italy, and like does a lot of stuff, Olympics, VNL, all this stuff, plays a lot of high level volleyball. That's game IQ right there, is being able to notice that and shift over to the D or the right side and go to the open space without any hesitation. And he gets paid off there by getting that kill. Beautiful. Nice swing. Meh, maybe not. He probably had a lot more open space down the line that he could have taken advantage of, but hey, it happens. High swing against the triple block. It's disciplined at least. Wow. Reverse float. Again, Spertli's nice with this, man. If he's going off the net, keeping it in front of his hitters, keeping them high, finding that window, really nice by him. Spertli, man. That's I think that's Spertli's gift right there. I think that's his specialty is doing that. Again, same thing, aiming completely outside the court, especially because this middle reaches, because he sees, oh, this guy's going to try and go down the line. I'm going to try and get around it. Can't get around it enough. Boom. Gets that kill. Smart by that guy. I like that guy. Who is he? Who is this guy? Bang. I mean, come on. What are you going to do? 6'11" lefty. What are you going to do? Number 13, I think he is. Let's see what his name is. Fedrizzi. Probably Italian. I don't know. Demianenko. I don't know who you are, but I like your play style. You bomb the ball sometimes. It's cool. It's fun to watch. And you get some saucy blocks, big guy. Petkovic back to serve. He's got to be Balkan of some sort, right? Petkovic, maybe Serbian. He could be Serbian. I said Slovenian. I don't know. From some Balkan country, I have no doubt. Ooh. Yeah, it's not always necessary to close the block. You just gotta press. Sometimes they'll just swing right into you. I'm not saying that that was a terrible swing, it was still going cross, but yeah, you just gotta see the play a little bit better, it looks like. Good swing here. Wow. Deep into the court. Nobody's taking that all day. Big guy with the missed serve. Nope. Lots of missed serves here. Come on. Good job, Rychlicki. Way to keep it in, buddy. Ooh, it's good help by Micheletto. Like that's pretty far from him. And let's see how well he presses here. If I'm being honest, he didn't press that great. It just kind of hits off his block well, but he's up. He could get lucky like he did. Not saying that it was pure luck, but the way it hit off his block was lucky. But it's skill and mental IQ that he was able to recognize that that middle was getting set and still be up for it and put up that block. So all in all, he earned it. Good swing there. Big lefty serve from Micheletto. Reverse flow. See, I like them reversing the flow here because it isolates Micheletto. You don't want to be going against a double block with Micheletto or Labia. Just they're big blocks. But it just looks like this guy's not attacking it, or maybe it's just a missed window. Can't tell. Hmm. See, in these situations where it's like, okay, cover, cover. Okay, obviously there's only two options really, realistically. I wonder if there's something better to do here. Like, is it better to zip it instead of putting it high, or is it better just to slow it down, let someone take it high off the hands? I guess it depends on your roster, depends on what guys you got on your team. It's good stuff there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Hmm, interesting, but still impressive. Okay, we got 19-17 in the fourth set. Videx definitely wins this because it went to five, I think, right? I could be wrong. I don't remember. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. See, this is the time when it's right to pull your hands because this guy that's swinging right now, Fedrizzi, has gone completely off the hands multiple times now. It's good stuff there. Yeah, that's when it gets risky. Like you should be able to get away with it maybe two, three times, maybe more, depending on if that blocker's just dumb and not making any adjustments. But I mean, with a smart blocker, they're gonna make the adjustment pretty quick of dropping their hands because they know that you're just gonna aim completely off their hands when they get in trouble. Come on, chase it. Come on, keep it in. Ooh. Kyoto deciding to swing still. I like that. I don't know if they're just misconnecting or what, but this setter just looks like he's misconnecting with a lot of people, forcing a lot of tips. It's tough. If you want to win a game like this, you can't be sloppy. To the right side? No, to the outside. He slings it. Look how deep it goes into his hands here. Look at how deep that is. He deep dishes it, but quick kind of. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a nice swing there. Nice swing cross. If it's a quicker tempo, it's gonna be really hard for them to take away the cross quickly. Nice. Keep going. Floater. Fourth set, 21-22. Ooh, 23-21. VX wins this, don't they? I don't know. I don't remember if it's five sets or four sets, but wow, that's a bomb. Big bomb cross. Wow. Sharper than the dude press, that's for sure. That's a really nice swing there. Short on 23-22. What happens here? Big, big dig here. Really nice by the libero. Wow. Good for him. It's a really nice dig. Just being able to move your feet, move your body as quick as possible there. And then a nice swing down the line. Oof. Is that an ace? Wow. And then a big, big ace there. It's a really big serve. That's again when you're an underdog, even in the late game situations, you have to be confident and you have to go back and do something good. Like do something aggressive. Like that. That's aggressive. That's crazy how short that was. And now you forced a fifth set with Itas Trentino, who knows, maybe they win the league this year. They're definitely gonna be top three. There's no doubt about that. Oof. Misconnection. That's happening though. But let's go back to this real quick. With a this run, this connection with the middle and the setter, you do have to run it this fast, and you have to run it so that if he doesn't contact it, it goes past him. Obviously he misses a little bit high there, but that's a uh, a route, I guess you could say, where you have to go through the window, not to the window. Like you don't want it to be hanging there, or else it's easier to block. You want to throw it through the window and have that middle pick it off. Good movements with the feet here. Watch this libero. Moves his feet, runs through the ball. As he's going here, he still pushes off with his last step. Rychlicki getting blocked. Spiritually just in the right place at the right time. I- The set isn't great, but it sets up for a great opportunity for Lavia there. Outside. Are they cheating? Kind of shifting over a bit. It's a nice swing though. 3-1 VDEX. VDEX going ham right now. Yuasa battery. Grottazzolina or something like that. Off, outside. They're just feeding the outsides right now. And that ball, that same exact ball has happened a few times this game. That's just brutal. It's a nice dunk though. All right, what you doing here? What you doing here? Outside again. Lots of outside. They're swinging high. They're swinging high. They're swinging hard. And it's going off the hands a lot right now. They're giving themselves a really good chance by swinging high and swinging hard. And it works out. Ooh, why does this go off his hands? Interesting. I like this guy saying, okay, hey, I got this middle. Like, see how his arm, he's hey, I got this guy. But he doesn't press enough. Just doesn't press enough. When you're blocking a quick route like that, you got to press immediately. Right over the net. You don't want to spend any time with your hands just straight up. You want to get your hands over the net immediately with a quick run like that. Backward. Michieletto, man. Look at this block move. He's opening up for that cross a lot right now, trying to take that line extra, and it opens up a lot. Obviously opens up so much that this dude just swings right past his arm. See where it goes. Outside again. They're really feeding this outside. I like this though. The past few he's going high off the hands and then he just tips it quick. Tips it quick, undiggable tip. Really tough one. I love it. That is brutally close. Like that is annoyingly close to being an absolute brick house right there, if you want to call it that. Right side. Tough. Can't be having that late game. 8-6. Wow, nice through the hands. Nice swing. Attacking that smaller blocker there again. Come on, keep it alive, buddy. Ay, ay, ay. This VDX team, they're really close. They're getting a lot of good stuff going. It's a really nice swing here, but it's just these small little plays where they're just not clean enough, and it just costs them. I don't know. They probably lose by a few points in this fifth set, and that's what it takes to win. A few points, The difference between a gold medalist and a silver medalist sometimes is 2 points in volleyball. Two mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes during a game. Wow. Swinging away. They get lucky there. Let's go right side. Oof. Tough off the hands. Yeah, that's tough. Good swing by Lavia there. Pretty disciplined swing. Oh, see a ball. That one's gone. 12-10. Big serve from my guy. Big serve from Demyanenko. Where is he from? Oh, see, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's a really good block touch here, and then you just need 10% more being clean there, and you keep this ball alive, and you could win that point. 13-10, Gabby Garcia going back to serve. Okay, we get a kill there. 13-11, floater, keeps it good. Oh, bad swing by Michieletto there. They're calling for 4 touches there. They might be right. We'll see. Doesn't matter. They score. Wow. Vedex, 12-13. Back to serve. Floater to libero. Floating to libero. Late game like that. I disagree heavily with that decision. And it obviously didn't work out because they are able to have 3 options, maybe even 4 coming at you, and they give it to Michieletto. And then that's the game right there. Let's see what happens. He tries to go super sharp cross. Doesn't go high enough. It is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys.